Hello and welcome to the 96th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. Now it's been about, I'm not even sure if it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I last updated, but trust me, when you hear about it at the end, I have, in a sense, good reason up until a certain point. So today I have FO, I have works in progress, I got new cast-ons, I have stash enhancement, and then we're just going to do like a plans and other type of section. Alright, so for the FO, I finished my Joy of Retro Rock song. Let me try this again. What I call the Joy of Retro Ross socks. The yarn is from Area 51 Fibers, and this is her colorway called Bob Rock. Yeah, I think it was Retro Ross is what she called it. So this is them both done. I finished it over a week ago, but they're both done. Last time you had seen it, I was on the second sock. Right at that point, I just finished the heel, and then I just had to finish the foot. For this one, I think I talked about it last time. I had to use two different, you can actually kind of see. I had to use two different yarns for the heel cuffs and toes because I thought I had enough with this one. And then when I finished it and I was about to cast on for the cuff of this one, I'm like, that doesn't look like it fits. So, like, that's going to be enough. So I had to cast on with a different color that was almost exactly the same blue. This is actually the same, I just used some of the yarn from my aunt's sweater because I know I have way more than enough that I need for that. So that's one FO done. I can now take off my panda. Nope. My polar bear. And I'm gonna, these ones ends are woven in and everything. It's done. So, yay. And then afterwards, on top of this, I decided I was going to rush like mad because I was so close to getting it done. I'm just gonna put these over here. I also finished my Christmas in July socks. So these are also from Area 51 Fibers. So she gave 2 half skeins with like unique self-striving patterns. So I just reached the point where the yarn was just starting to repeat. So it started from the red and it was just here that it was actually about to start repeating. And then, well, guess what? My toe was there. So last time you had seen, I was just about there. I was doing these 2 at a time. So I was here and I finished off actually today because I was so determined. I didn't want to podcast until I finished these socks because I was so close. I was doing pretty good doing them at 1 stripe a day until I got to the heel, and then somehow or another everything just went off. So they're done. I haven't put them on my feet yet. I haven't woven in any ends yet. Everything is just sticking out there. And when I say I just finished it, I literally just finished it like 5 minutes or so before I started this episode. So, yay. Take off my Llama Progress Keeper because it's no longer needed on this. So that's 2 new pairs of socks since the last episode. If I continue like this, I'm going to start needing more sock blockers. So we're just going to hang that up there. That takes care of all of my finished projects. So let's go on to my works in progress. I have 1 work in progress from before to actually show. The one that I didn't work on was my olive leaf sweater. I didn't touch that one at all. I was too busy doing other stuff, but the only thing I worked on a little bit was my aunt's sweater. It wasn't, not even that much done. I had, let's see, hold on, must untangle. There we go. So let's see, where was I last time? I actually have to look. I just finished off I finished off 1 ball of mohair. And I basically had to switch into my next one, and I haven't done that yet. So last time you had seen, I was about there, right where my raccoon is, if you would turn around. And that's where I was, and I just did a little bit more. Not much at all. So I'm still working my way down. Yeah, she's come, she's knocked on the door, saying, is it ready yet? No, it's not. But I did put in a little bit, so she didn't really complain that much. She kind of just left. We've got other things in the house now to take up our time in the meantime. So not much was done on that. Oh, for the yarn for this one, I'm using wool. No, I was about to call it wool miser. It's not wool miser. Retro Saria Mondim. The colorways, the number is the light blue, and the other one was Biche and Bouche in the colorway light blue, or very light blue. Yeah, very light blue. So that's it. Oh, sorry, I have my notes on my phone, and I just realized it logged me off. I'm trying to keep somewhat on pace. So my olive leaf sweater, I'm not even going to bother. When I say I haven't done anything, I haven't put a single stitch on it. I plan on taking it with me when I go on my, when I have my vacation. I plan on taking it with me and putting a huge dent in it there, hopefully. So what I'm going to talk about now are my new cast-ons. They are 2 of them, and one of them is a part of the stash enhancement. The other one is not. It's yarn I've shown before. So I cast on, as soon as I finished my retro raw socks, I cast on my next pair of Area 51 socks, and this is Draught of Peace. Do I have the label in here? Yes. Yes, Draught of Peace. This is one of my first skeins that I bought from her when she started doing these ones. So this is how far I've made it. I cast on. I don't remember what yarn I used for this. I think I used this in my Speckle and Pop shell. That's what I used this from. I don't even remember what the brand is. So that's as far as I've gotten. And I think I'm almost at the point. Hold on. I always check against an old sock to see how much further I have to go until the heel. Yeah, maybe about 4 stripes away from starting the heel. So I'm using my Xiaogu 0 US circular. I need to get more of these, honestly, because I'm looking around and all I have are like really, really long ones that I used to do 2 at a time. Oh, that was painful. And then like this, and then otherwise I don't really have much else left for them. One day I will catch up. So here's the yarn, all caked up, not trying to escape. So it's got like 2 shades of purple, a darker purple, a light purple, a darker turquoise, and a light turquoise. At least that's what the color looks like in my head. I like it. It's turning out very nice, but I'm still working my way through it. Let's put that away. My next one, I'm just gonna, hold on. I'm going to start it as a part of the stash enhancement because, what was it, a few weeks ago, I had gone to, I decided, not randomly, but I had to go to Michael's because I wanted to make a baby blanket. And that's what I started, like, almost on the same day that I got on the same day that I got, what did I get? I know I bought a soak. I don't know. But, so I went to Michael's, not far from the Knitting Loft, because I just know that the Knitting Loft doesn't carry this. So this is one of the Karen cakes. I had done a baby blanket for one of my friends in this one from a while back. She drags it with her everywhere. She loves it. So I started one for my niece. And I decided to go for something that wasn't too pinky, because I was told not to do pink. They don't want to do pink. While there is a little bit of pink, it's not too much. So, I just realized I forgot to put my marker in for my sock. I'll do that afterwards. So it's just a corner to corner. Very simple. Nothing fancy about it. Start with 3 stitches. Expand. And then eventually, once you reach about halfway through, contract. Start doing the decreasing. So I actually wrote it out this time as opposed to just doing it off the top of my head like last time. So that's it so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The colorway for this one, or let me just read the label. So this one is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Should be fine for the washing machine is my assumption. That's pretty much what I wanted it to be. And apparently it doesn't have a colorway. Oh, it's called Buttercream. Yeah. Karen Cakes in the color Buttercream. Made sure I used not 40% off coupon for that, though. So that was one of my stash enhancements that I'm partially through. So I'm using, I don't even remember what brand these are. I picked these up from Michael's a couple years ago, but it's fine for these. I think I'm using a size 8 US. I don't even remember. I just picked up needles. I'm like, yep, this looks good. So, my next thing for stash enhancement. It was pretty much a mail day. Nothing I actually went to the store to buy. All stuff that I had either ordered from before or that were a gift from a friend. Let me put in my stitch marker for my sock before I forget. Because there wasn't one on here to begin with, so yay, the llama has a new home when it faces the proper direction. Okay. So let's start with the stuff from the first ones I got. So I got, oh, I remembered. One of the other things I got from Michael's was also this skein of Mondim. It's just plain white. No, this wasn't from Michael's. This, I actually got this while I was at the Knitting Loft after I went to Michael's. So I got the Mondim in the white color. It's color 100. I'll tell you why I got that in a bit. So I'm just showing it off now because it was on the same day that I bought it. Okay, so I had put in an order when I saw this person's. I follow the hashtag Diaries of Instagram, and I saw this one pop up, and I'm like, oh, I like this, and also I believe she is Canadian. So I picked up 2 skeins of yarn from Essence of Autumn. Right here. I got a prairie sock, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon in the color Nympheus. And then afterwards, I also got this one, which is a heather sock, which is 70% superwash merino, 20% cashmere, and 10% nylon. I actually have not gotten a sock with cashmere in quite some time in it, so I'm kind of happy about that. So this one is called Hibiscus Tea. The plan, I don't know what kind of socks I'm going to do them, but they are going to be socks. I think these look so cute, and I'm very happy with them. So, yay! So these are now going into my stash for myself. So I will put those somewhere. Oh, it's okay. I can keep track of them in here. All right. Also, this one wasn't on Diaries of Instagram. This one was, you know when you go through the, I can't remember what that thing is called. Let me just look it up on my phone. When you're in, the search function and how they show you like just different things that will show up on your feed. One of them that showed up was a dyer who was basically showing her process of dyeing, and I liked one that you showed. So I decided I liked seeing how she went through the dyeing process, and so I decided to follow her. And then afterwards, she showed one skein that she was working on, and when I saw the colors, I thought it was beautiful. I decided I was going to order it. So this is from Ot Sock. Or Ot Knit Yarn, sorry. There, if you can see that, can you? Yeah. OttKnitYarn.com. So this is called Boombox. Right there. And I guess she calls it her Jimmy sock. It's a fingering weight yarn, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I just think the colors look like they just so pop. So I'm not certain what I'm going to make with this. Probably socks. I'm not fully sure. So I got that not too long after I got my Essence of Yarn, like within a week of each other. So I'm there like, yes. Okay. After that, I said, oh yeah, I'm ready to update. I'm going to update. Never got around to it. I had too many things going on. That's the problem. I'm going to put that back in there. So those ones are mine. What else do I have in here? And then I got a package from my friend Angie. She lives in the States. She used to actually work at the Knitting Loft, and that's where I met her. She's absolutely awesome. So she got a job more in her field, and she moved. Still sad about that. And I think it was before September of last year that she moved. So she sent a care package. She heard about me every time I knit. I'm like slipping up. Every time I would knit the Cozy Knitter socks, somebody would come and take them away. So she sent me a message and asked me if I was interested in getting she has some extras. So I said, sure, yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was expecting like maybe 2 skeins of yarn. 1 bag. 2 bags. Can you pick it up? Yep. So this is everything that she sent me. Now, she said I can also give away some of them as a giveaway. So that is also my plan as well, because this is a lot. So, and also because I'm coming up to the 100th episode, which I'm actually very surprised about. That will be a time I will be giving them away in time for that. So probably 2 episodes from now, or I'll come up with, maybe by the next episode, I'll come up with a way to how I'll do the giveaway. I'm not sure. But I have decided I'm going to be keeping these 3 skeins. So I will show them to you now. So this one is from the Cozy Knitter on her Bliss base. And the colorway is called Whisper White. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. So I haven't actually closely examined it. I just looked at it. I'm like, ooh, I like this. This is what I want. So this one is like white, a light pink, a light blue, and I think there's gray in it. With a white skein for heel cuffs and toes. Cozy Knitter always has a contrasting color for heel cuffs and toes, which works perfectly for the way I do my socks. There's this one from Lizzie Ann Yarns. The colorway, I think it's Jane Austen Club number 1. And Elliot. So this one is an 80-20 twist sock set. It's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. So I think this will make something very nice. And then the last one that I'm keeping for my... Nope, sorry, not the last one. My other 2 that I'm keeping. This one is from Hedgehog Fibers. I've had one of their skeins before and I liked it a lot. So this one is 90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I think the last time I had it, I ended up in what's it called? In a shawl. So it's probably sitting on a shawl that I don't wear anyways. But yeah, I think this one looks really fun. So this one is like hot pink. It's like a melon type of a color, or at least a cantaloupe-ish type of color. That's what that looks like to me. Navy blue, hot pink, like there's like a turquoise color. Like it's very colorful, but they all go together very nicely. And then the last skein is this one from Dragon Horde base. 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and the colorway is called Sea of Monsters. So, looking forward to that. Put those away. And the other one, okay, so these are, I just left them in the, well, they're in a crinkly bag. That's what I got them in, so that's what they're staying in for now. Once I figure out, I also opened the crinkly bag. So, one of the ones that she also gave me was an Artful yarn, and it's a Americana in a DK weight. The colorway is called Eggplant. I believe this is a self-striping one from Timber Yarns. It's called Pixie Dust. And this one, it's a sock weight yarn. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. This one is also another Canadian one. Lots and lots of bright colors. I just have a lot of self-striping, so I'm going to pass this on to somebody else eventually. One skein of Leo and Roxy from Flock to You. I actually kind of like that. So this is an MCS Sport, which is a 75% superwash merino, 15% cashmere, 10% silk, and 100% good vibes. The colorway is called Quartz. It's a very beautiful soft pink. You can see. And these two, I think these two need to go together. I just don't know what I don't know what I would do with it, because I don't want to separate them because they really do go together, but I love these. So these are both from the Speckled Finch Studios. Actually, hand-dyed yarn made in Northern California. So I think they're the same. Yeah, they're the same colorway. So this one is the Fluff Mohair Silk. This one is the Cloud MCN Sock, and it's called I Smell Snow. So for this one, I'm going to gift these two together because they go together. For somebody who wants to pair the two of these together to make it work. So it's 72. This one is 72% mohair, 28% silk. This one here is 80% superwash merino, 10% silk, and 10% nylon. Okay, so if anybody has any ideas to what I can do for contacts, feel free to put something in the comments down below. Okay, so I'm leaving that one specifically because I don't want the flute to fly off everywhere. Let's see, what else do I have? And, yep. All right, so next thing. We will be talking about my other new acquisitions. On Instagram, I saw that Gigi had done, or Gigi from Gigi Made It had done a restock of her enamel pins that I honestly, ever since I first saw it, I really, really wanted it, and I finally got it. And she had also done one for stand in the gap. So I'm just gonna take it out. So there's this one. I'm not certain if I'm going to keep this one for myself or if I'm going to pass this along to somebody who really needs it. And then the other one that I got, this one I'm keeping though. This is the Gigi one in the chair. Loved it from when I first saw it. Okay. Let me put this one back inside of here. And then there was an update from Les Garçons. That's Max the Knitter and Vince, I can't remember his last name, but they have the company together. So they put up new enamel pins. I was on the website and I purchased. So these two, this time, come on, there you go. So this time it's pandas. So there's that one. Is that clear? So it's a panda face. And on this one, it's a panda enamel pin. Right? So I'm looking forward to putting these on my bags. I need more bags to actually put these things on, but these have been my newest acquisitions. That is everything? Yep, that's everything that I have gotten in the past past month or so. So that's everything for what I've actually, knit and all that kind of stuff that I've acquired. The only thing that is a few plans of things that I'm interested in doing coming up soon. Okay, so let's talk about the first thing. On the podcast for the last podcast for the Knitting Loft, and I'm hoping they're not updating one like while I'm sitting down here like recording this. That's happened before. Maria specifically said that she loved knitting her rose cardigan so much, like she would love to do another one. So I sent her a message. I don't know if I sent her a message or if I talked to her in person when I was last there, saying, well, if you want to do it as a knit along, that would be like a mini informal knit along, like how we did the love note. I am up for it. I'm all game. Just let me know when so I can be prepared to start. So she told me fall-ish, so that means I gotta work on clearing out my needles in order to have the space to be able to do it. Because this whole knit along with other people worked very well for me. Last year I did my first sweater because they were doing a knit along, and that was my Andrea Mowry, the faded sweater. I can't remember what it's called, but that one. And then afterwards this year I did the love note. So it works very well for me to get it done. And I've never actually finished a cardigan that I liked and I actually wanted to wear. So I'm hoping that this one will definitely keep my interest because it's got cabling on it. And cabling usually keeps my interest. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I know what yarn I want. I did see a few, what am I thinking of? A few yarns put together that looked very good. But I'm still not going to buy it until closer to the actual time that I'm going to work on it. I have a lot of yarn already sitting in my house, so not until I'm closer to starting it is when I'm going to buy it. The next thing is for the Cozy Knitter did a pre-order for her 2020 Advent sock collection. Not collection, yarn. So she put it up. I bought it. It's coming. And I am looking forward to working on it. So I'm honestly, I do like these Advent type of stuff. So for this one, I'm looking forward to working on it. I'm still going to be leaving it kind of open to be able to do maybe one or two more. We'll have to see of Advent projects for that time of year. Sorry, in December. So that will definitely be one. I know that if I find out Area 51 is doing one, I will probably get one there. She hasn't mentioned anything. I don't know. And I would really love to do like a mini skein one. I don't know if anybody's doing one of those, like a mini skein one, so like add a square to a blanket every day type of thing. I would really like to do that. There's another project that I really wanted to do that's mini skein intensive, but you got to find the stuff to. I don't really have that many of them in a set. Like my blanket has used almost every type of yarn that I've had in this house, so I want something new. So we'll wait and see how that works. So now going on to what I would like to do with those mini skeins. What was her name? I should have written it down. I really should. There's this blanket that is someone on Instagram who is also doing the Area 51 Fibers Advent calendar, Christmas in July with the mini skeins. She showed her blanket that she was working on called the Bits and Bobs blanket. I'd never heard of this one. I looked at it, I loved it, and I said, okay, I want to knit one of those. I feel like I could do it, and because I saw that, and because I was working on other stuff, it made me not want to work on my mini skein socks anymore. The ones with the same yarn that I had planned to do. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, I want to start the Bits and Bobs blanket. I got the pattern. I haven't picked up my needles or anything like that. But the yarn is also paired with a plain white. And that was the reason that I purchased this. So just like for my mitered square blanket, my scrappy sock yarn blanket, just like with those ones I border everything in black. With this one I'll just pair everything with white, and it will give a lovely pastel type of look, which honestly is the exact same thing that the person on Instagram was doing. I actually followed her. I can't remember her name. Hold on. Let me look for it, and I'm going to edit out the ums and the ahs and the all of that. So almost every day in July, or pretty much up until like halfway point through July, I got treated to this lovely picture on my phone. Let's see if I can do this and it will show up. Is it, or is it blown out too much? Tip phone. Yeah. Let's try. You know what? I didn't even know I could do that. You know what? I'm just going to leave a link. I'm going to try and remember to get a link, and I'll put it in the underneath, so you guys can get to see her blanket. She just paired everything, the mini skeins, with white, and I love exactly like how that turned out. So that's exactly what I want. So that's going to be the next thing I'm going to be looking forward to, and that's also the reason why I wanted to get more mini skein sets. So because I don't know why hers just looks like the colors flow. I don't know if it's just because it's paired with a white that helps it to do that or not, but that's exactly what I wanted to do as well. Let's see. Yeah, that's everything knitting related, I'm pretty sure. If not, I guess I can wait till next time. So the other stuff. So my whole plan, because when I've been working and when I've been getting home and when I've been tired and when I've been working on things, I said, okay, I'll do it later. So last week, Wednesday, I said, okay, I've got plenty of time now. Like, because on Thursday I worked from like 8 to 3. I came home. All right, I'll do it. No, I ended up not doing it. I said, oh, no problem. I'm definitely working from 8 to 4 on Wednesday. got no issues. I am going to record. Everything will be great. And then Wednesday morning, as I'm getting ready to go to work, my mom knocks on my door and tells me that my brother has taken my sister-in-law to the hospital because she started having contractions. I'm like sitting there like, contractions, that means baby's coming. So I'm all excited. And all right, so I leave to go to work. And like, I'm kind of giddy like inside. So I sent my brother a text. No, I called him. No, sorry. Before I even got to work and I was still on the bus, my mom called me and told me that the baby is here, that she was born. And this is maybe about just after 7 o'clock in the morning. So I immediately, as soon as she got off the phone and I got off the bus, I called my brother and I told him congratulations, and I told him to send a picture as soon as possible. So he did, and she is absolutely adorable, and she looks just like him. So my niece Olivia was born last week Wednesday at about 5:30 in the morning, apparently. It took a bit of time before I actually got to find out. So I basically spent all of Wednesday with a huge smile on my face, excited to be an auntie. I even rushed home after work because maybe it's because I listen to my mother too much when it comes to how long mothers spend in the hospital. Because she said when she was having me, she was there for like a week or something like that. And my brother was like a few days. And nowadays, like almost like by the time the end of the day happens, they're being sent home. I don't know where I got in my head, and I got all excited. And I came home. Where's my brother's car? I don't see my brother's car. But then I called him to see, how things were going. And he says, oh no, we're coming home tomorrow morning. I'm like, okay. First problem, I worked last week Thursday morning. So they're like, great. So I won't see her as soon as she comes home. But by the time I got home from work, she was here. I got to see her. I got to hold her. I got to even change her diaper. That was a fun one right there. So I was very happy for that. I've pretty much all of my extra free time has been spent generally with her. Pretty much has been with her. So she got to meet her grandmas on Thursday. She got to meet her aunts on Thursday. On Friday, more family came. On Saturday, my dad, his wife, and my younger siblings came. He was happy to hold his grandchild. My two younger brothers were kind of excited. My youngest brother especially, because he just held her, and she just was just comfortable. And he's very skittish around little things because he's always afraid he could hurt something. He took to holding her perfectly fine. Was great. My little sister, on the other hand, she just started like, okay, she's cute, and then just went back to her video game. She wasn't really interested in holding her too tough. But she did hold her for a couple of minutes and then handed her back to my stepmom, who was very happy because she's like, I'm a grandma. I'm finally a grandma. So, yeah. So this week she is now a week old. She's doing pretty good. She's growing. And is that everything? Talked about the baby. Talked about my knitted stuff. Ooh, I forgot one thing. In like a week and a half, I'm taking a week off of work. I'm doing my vacation time at my dad's house out in Brantford. So I'm still debating as to what I'm going to be packing with me knitting-wise. Definitely a pair of socks. And I will be carrying my olive leaf sweater. I don't even know what else. I feel like I just need to make a list of all of the different stuff I want to carry and figure it out from there. So, wow, this is a long one. Yeah, this is almost 35 minutes, and this is without edits or anything like that. So I'm going to end it here. I want to say thank you for spending your knitting time with me. I hope to see you again next time, and have a good day. Bye.